Good afternoon, this is Evan with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital inspection for a home out here in the Rancho Santa Fe area. I am on top of a concrete S-tile roof, and you also have a tar and gravel flat roofing system in between here. And so the home is experiencing a leak in this area, in the flat section. So the water is protruding here on this side. The tenant had to put a bucket underneath inside the home to collect all the water that is getting through here. And so with this tar and gravel roof, it's definitely very old and on the last leg of its life. It's beyond repair at this point if water is getting through. That's an obvious failure point. Now, you also have a torch down modified bitumen material that is designed to integrate the flat roofing system with the concrete S-tile and with the underlayment underneath it. And you have that same integration here on this side. As far as what is exactly causing the leak, it is hard to tell. But here, a couple of things I want to point out is you have a repair here covered with mastic and it is cracking. So a repair and tune-ups, they eventually will fail. You can see the cracking there, and that could be contributing to the water getting through here. Another thing I wanted to point out here is that the paper, the underlayment underneath this section of the concrete tile roof is original. So this is an example of original felt paper underlayment. The color has worn out. It's very soft, it's very brittle, and this paper is completely shot here. So the reason the underlayment is important to look at on a concrete tile roof is because the underlayment is actually what keeps the home waterproof, and the tiles just protect the underlayment over the top. And so with the integration with the paper here, with the underlayment being in as old condition as it is, the leak may even be starting up in this area where water has been able to get through and then seep into that flat section into the home here. But in addition to that, the flat section with the tar and gravel is just very old. You have some of the gravel depletion here, as you can see the debris filling up the gutter here. And so at the least, this flat section definitely needs to be replaced in order to eliminate that leak. Take you over to some of the other sections of the roof. The homeowner has worked with a roofing company over the years and has done different repairs over the years, tune-ups. But what I found is that the underlayment in this section has actually been updated. So you can see the difference of original underlayment here, how worn out and shot it is, how soft. And if I take you over to this sample, it's much different. This underlayment is dark, it's gritty, it's much thicker, and it's just a lot newer. So the paper here underneath this section has been replaced, and it looks to be in good condition. And the paper in this section has also been replaced. So you do have different repairs, tune-ups having been done. You can see this penetration here is much different than the original mortar caps down here. You also have new mortar caps here and mortar coverings underneath the ridge, and these are all new. So in my professional recommendation and opinion, with the sections that have been repapered with new underlayment, these sections look to be in good condition. You have another 10 years left on them. But with the sections that have not been replaced with new underlayment, based on the condition of this, how worn out it is, I do recommend that we get this section of the roof replaced as well as the flat section. So now, as far as the flat roofing section, what we're gonna do is I'm going to propose that we use our commercial grade TPO flat roofing system. It is a much more effective flat roofing system than tar and gravel. It's one membrane that's air welded, and it's reflective of sunlight. So it's gonna reflect that heat, allow for proper water runoff, so that water is not collecting and it's actually just escaping right off the top. And so what we're going to do is we're going to tear off this flat section. We're gonna have to open up this section here and lift up the tile so that we can fully tear off the material, tear all the way down to the wood decking, and address any bad wood that has been significantly compromised by wood rot, dry rot, or termites. Once we rejuvenate the structural integrity in this area, then we will be installing our FR10 underlayment for fire resistance, and then our TPO material. And we will properly integrate the TPO material with the underlayment on these corresponding sections here. And so if the homeowner would like to replace this section, which I fully recommend, we would be lifting up the tile, tearing all the way down to the wood decking and replacing with new underlayment, and then integrating the TPO with that. And so when we do this, we will also be resealing all penetrations, installing new flashings as necessary. And then on the flat roofing section, we'll be installing a brand new 2-inch drip edge to make sure that the water runoff is proper. After we do all that, this area will be in fantastic shape for the foreseeable future. We'll eliminate that leak, and this home will not have to have any worries with water protruding inside the home. And that will conclude my video, and I will get this information out to the homeowner.